for JTech, I'm going to be going over the basic ways to use a multimeter by measuring volts, resistance, and amperage. So the first thing we're going to do is measure voltage. What you want to do is have your red prong on where it shows the voltage and your black prong on the common ground. And then once you got it there, you want to change the knob over to your voltage. Now this particular multimeter, you have to choose between AC and DC from here. It's default on DC voltage as it shows right there. So then I'm going to take the positive lead, put it on the positive terminal of the battery, and then negative on the negative, and you should read your battery voltage, which right there it's a little bit low, but that's still good enough for what we're going to be doing. It's measuring 12.4 volts. Another way you can test it is by finding another source, like here on the power distribution box, going from the positive one that goes straight from there to the negative, and you should read about the same as source voltage, which is, see there, it's 12.4 volts. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to measure resistance. So resistance, you don't have to change these around because this one, you see here, also measures resistance. You just change the knob to the resistance, and over here I got set up a sensor that we can read. So from the wire here, black is usually ground, so I'm going to go from that on here as if it was installed and test both of these lines on here to see what the resistance is on this particular sensor. So go here to the ground, and then here, and then measuring 8K ohms on that one.
You can't see it, it's too dark.
Then we go up to this one here, and measuring about 10 mega ohms on this one. Okay, so basic way to test your sensor using resistance. Now we're going to check amperage. So for amperage, we're going to make sure that we take the red lead and move it to whichever amperage setting we're going to do. Since we're going to be dealing with higher amperage, we're going to change it to 20 amp. And we're going to change the knob down here to the 20 amp. We're going to come over here. We got this light set up here. Okay, so now we're going to test for amperage. They already have the meter for the most part set up. So you want to make sure you got it on the 20 amp setting here, ground there, and you have this set up to the 20 amp there, as you see. Once you get it there, then you want to put it in line on the power side or hot side of the circuit. So they already have this on the positive end there. I have a probe back here set so that I can very easily get to behind there. And then we're going to read the amperage. This should be very low amps because the circuit's taking up the rest. But I'll show you the change there. So that's that. Then you hit this, and you see it's going up. That change there is exactly what we'd like to see. Very low amperage drawn from this because the bulbs are actually taking the majority of the amps.